Hi everybody, welcome back to Toons Reviews. Today, we're going to discuss my bitchin' mustache.
Your stash is the jam.
That is right, my bitchin' mustache. No, today I want to talk to you about my three favorite Roja Dove fragrances because I had mentioned that one of Roja's fragrances is my signature scent in a previous video. And I would like to discuss with you all the three staples that I will forever have in my collection. I absolutely love these three, and we are going to kick it off with number three in just 1 second here. So stay tuned and watch. Coming in number three is Creation E or Enigma Parfum. Yes, the Parfum Cologne is fantastic, but the Parfum, the Pure Parfum version, is that much better if you want a more denser, more rich depth to the fragrance and less of that fizzy aldehydic sort of pop vibe in the opening. That is still very prominent here. This does very much resemble sort of a root beer, Coca-Cola, vanilla Coke sort of vibe, and I do really love it for that, but there is a lot more going on in this fragrance than just that. There is a very beautiful cognac accord, and there is a very beautiful vanilla, and there's some really wonderful spices in here that just make this fragrance a very sensual, seductive experience. But the thing that I really enjoy about this fragrance is that it smells contemporary yet old school. There's an old school sort of edge to it, but it's rounded out with these sort of oriental, almost gourmandish type notes to make it feel like it's more contemporary. So the thing that ends up happening with this is you can dress this up very easily with a tuxedo or a great suit, or you can wear it casually on a really nice semi-formal date, something like that. And overall, I absolutely just adore this version. I think that there's a little bit more complexity to it than the Parfum Cologne version, and it does last a little bit longer as well, maybe by 2-ish hours. So if that is something that you want to experience, especially for the fall weather, I think that this is perfect. Check this out. Now, this is a pricey little devil. All three of these are pricey. It's Roja. The Parfum Cologne versions of all the fragrances that he has out are going to be the cheapest options unless you find them used, and they still run around like $295 or $315 US dollars. But this, I think, is about $485 or $500 American for the 50 ml bottle. So pricey little thing, but it smells fantastic. Coming in at number two is a fragrance that I honestly did not like when I first tried it about a year ago. I had gotten like one of those little pocket sprays. I think they're like 7 or 8 mil. The official ones from the website. I think I got mine from Twisted Lily. But I ended up swapping my Royal Oud by Creed for this. And yeah, I wore Creed Royal Oud for years. It was my signature scent for like a decade. But I think I kind of exhausted it. I just wasn't reaching for it for like the past 2 years. So I said, let's pass it along to someone that would really enjoy getting some use out of it. And I swapped it for Sweetie Oud, which to me is just freaking sexy. Like, this is so sexy. It is so sexy. I absolutely love this. It's like a very tart raspberry with a beautiful doughy bakery shop sort of vibe with some oud. The oud to me is not very prominent. I think the first go around that I tried it, the oud was actually very prominent on me and kind of like a little too stinky, a little too like bold in my face, and I wasn't getting the gourmand notes as much. Fast forward a year and I'm getting more of that raspberry tart sort of bakery vibe with it. Baked bread, and it's not overly sweet, it's not overly tart, it's just right down the middle, beautiful, perfect synchrony between the fruity notes, the gourmand sort of bakery vibe, and that really nice tinge of animalic woody oud accord. And it's just beautiful. I think that this is probably my favorite gourmand currently, and that's really saying something because gourmand's like my favorite category of fragrance, and this would be a contender if not my favorite in that category right now. I think as time has gone on, I've really sort of started to alter what I wanted out of a gourmand, and it's become more of that tart juiciness rather than that overly sweet sort of bakery shop vibe. Now this is the bakery shop without it being too overly sweet again. So nothing is too prominent. None of the notes kind of overtake anything else. They all work very, very well together, and it just makes for a beautiful experience. And I think that this is a very romantic scent. So Sweetie Oud is coming in at number 2 for my 3 favorites from Roja, and I absolutely adore this. Retail, I think, is about $600 US for a 50 ml bottle, so a little bit less. And you can occasionally find this for a good deal on like Max Aroma, so check it out. And coming in at number 1 is one that a lot of folks find to be underwhelming, but not me. I think that this is like the most beautiful aromatic fougere fragrance I've ever tried. And aromatic fougères have kind of become inadvertently my favorite category of fragrance, along with gourmand. So I don't know what it is. I really love that sort of gentlemanly meets contemporary meets like, you know, the lavender aromatic florals with vanilla sort of combination. It really works for me. It makes me feel very secure and very handsome. And so Midsummer Dream is my favorite from Roja because it does all that just beautifully and wonderfully, and it's just these dried flowers and a very aromatic experience with sort of like the spring garden with some really beautiful vanilla, and it's just gorgeous. I absolutely love this. It's happiness, it's sunshine, it's just like experiencing being dressed up in a white t-shirt and khaki shorts and sunglasses on a beautiful sunny day on like a canal or a river or something with your loved ones, and I really love it. So this to me is probably my favorite fragrance right now, and my signature scent. So these 3 Roja fragrances you cannot go wrong with. I think that they're all beautiful, and they're all kind of in their own little categories. So you got something that's a little bit more woody oriental from the Creation E, something that's gourmand from the Sweetie Oud, and something that is an aromatic fougere from the Midsummer Dream. So I hope you all check them out, and I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you all soon. Thanks everyone. Bye.